Hello everyone and welcome to my Creative African Cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa. My name is Fafa Gilbert and I have something so exciting for you. Something so simple and easy to make and very delicious. Have you subscribed yet? Like the subscribe button, just click that, and the notification button. What that means is each time I do upload a video, it's delivered straight to your email address. No wahala, as I say. Agba, manua daga miduga, omokbomwa, me judupia, na madan wando, omokbomwa, whatever saying, yanko mukase, nami yankasa mkujimamu, nza. Now this recipe is one that I say is close to my heart, and I'll tell you why. It dawned on me, first of all, that I've not baked in a while on this channel, so definitely I had to bake something. And I thought about it and I was like, yeah, chocolate fondant. So I thought, oh, I had my Ghanaian chocolate, but I've forgotten. Medina, I ate it all. It's so addictive and so good. Seriously, it's pure chocolate. When I was growing up, you know, it was the golden tree chocolate, you had the bottom nuts, the King's Bite, Chale, and now there are new emerging chocolatiers in Ghana, which is exciting. We have the Sweet Art Company, we have 57 chocolates, Ndudu chocolates, they're doing incredibly well. So shout out, yes, absolutely. Now let me make my chocolate fondant here. So I start by placing a saucepan with water on a medium heat and then place a bowl on top of it, preferably a glass bowl, as you can see here. And I'm going to be melting my butter and brown sugar. You can use any sugar you prefer, but I do like my muscovado sugar because it gives it this sort of caramelized flavor as well. It's all about the infusions with me, I know. I could not get away with it, no. I can't even allow myself, can I? And I'm going to melt this just beautifully. So I'm using the indirect heat that's generated from the steam to cook this perfectly. This will take about 10 minutes because it would have been easier for me to have blended the sugar and stuff. But I do like this because it's all therapeutic for me anyway. Now, the reason why I like to do things like this is because it's the process, you know. I enjoy each process and each step. And what I love seeing is just the color changing of this. You can now see that it's becoming darker whilst it melts. And it has this cane flavor. It's perfectly melted now. So I'm adding my chocolate pieces and that's just gonna melt perfectly. Look at that. I say mix it. Oh, mix it, fine. So I read a comment on my previous, one of my previous videos, and somebody was like, oh, I have to actually do a video and speak Ewe all the way through. Hey, yeah, that's a saga gaka me bagbajaga Then I melted for chocolate anyway. As I was saying, melted the chocolate and now I'm adding a tablespoonful of cocoa powder, and I've used the golden tree cocoa powder, and my secret ingredient, the African nutmeg. It's the blended African nutmeg. It's incredible, and that's like my je ne sais quoi. So yes, when everybody tastes it, they go like, and go like, yes, is that Ndudu twist? What, you thought I was just gonna make a bish bash bush and that was it? I'm a twist. Yes, so anyway, you just melt it, as you can see here, and I can see everything is melted and it's looking glossy and just beautiful, and I am constantly stirring it just to make sure that everything has mixed perfectly, and it looks good right now. Yeah, I think that now I can move to the next stage, which will be the eggs. Absolutely. Looking at this now, all I can think of is the Ghanaian chocolate spread. I remember this during my childhood. It was just incredible. When I went to Ghana recently, a cousin of mine bought some freshly baked tea bread and she had some chocolate spread. She was on the phone talking, busy talking. I was like, tempting shibeni. By the time she finished her phone call, I had finished her bread with the chocolate spread. Anyway, so moving on. So I'm going to be using 3 eggs. So I'm using 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk because I just want that richer consistency. One thing too about this recipe is I've used a minimum of 80% dark chocolate, because the darker the chocolate, the better it is. Now, if you want that, you've got sweet tooth and you want something much sweeter, then you can use, minimum 60%. That should be a very minimum for this, because if not, it just doesn't taste right. Now, there is a method to my madness in the sense that I chose to, add the eggs to the mixer. Just because I will be adding the rather warm chocolate mixture to the eggs. A, I wanted the eggs to be fluffy as well, so it's light and it makes the fondant lighter as well. But B, it means that when I do add the hot chocolate in this instance, the eggs don't scramble, that it mixes perfectly. So this is just very convenient for me to do. Equally, you can use your electric hand mixer, or you can just use your hand mixer, but just make sure that you are quick or fast to prevent any scrambling happening. It has to be nice, creamy, gorgeous, glossy. Just say, that's it. So you have that perfect consistency. So you see, you've got this African nutmeg infused in there. You've got this whole caramelized sugar thing, flavor, molasses flavor going through. Just say, this is like not any other food. At this point, add 2 tablespoonfuls of plain flour and mix this till it's well combined. Now, if you noticed, I did add 1 tablespoonful of the cocoa powder as well. So this is just so chocolatey. This is so indulgent. Seriously, it's like lick, lick, lick. I say some really bizarre things sometimes, but yes, you know where I'm going with this. And I think my mixture is ready. So now I'm going to be greasing my ramekins that I'll be using for this je ne sais quoi chocolate fondant. Oui, à la Ndudu by Fafa. Oui, ça me souma kebi. So now we'll be greasing our ramekins, and I bought these from Amazon. So just using butter, just, cover everything. Just make sure you smear the butter in each ramekin. And also you'd notice that I do the tip as well, because sometimes when the fondant rises, you just don't want it to stick to it. So this is slightly of a messy job, but it is required and it's needed. So once your fondant is cooked, when you tip it over, it's easy. It means that it doesn't stick. But I'm not only just adding the butter. Now, I told you I'm so into this chocolate flavor thing. Like when I say chocolate, there's chocolate and then there's Ndudu's chocolate, whereby I just love intensifying the flavor. So instead of using flour, I'm using my chocolate powder and just brushing it on surface, as you can see here now. So it means that when I add my chocolate mixture in and I bake it, this beautiful chocolate is going to form like a crust on the outside as well, and it's also going to give it that slight bitterness, which is just so incredible. Seriously, this is like a foolproof recipe. When I was doing it, I was like, yeah, hurry up so that I can eat it too. Hey, it was one of those. It's your mouth watering now. Now you'd notice that I keep twisting it to the side to make sure that every part is covered. And I noticed there were like little spaces at the bottom, so I'm ensuring that the cocoa powder fills that part as well. So now it's time for me to pour in my beautiful mixture. And look how beautiful and dark this is. This is just flavor packed. It's just so beautiful. First time I think I made a chocolate fondant because, it's such a put off because it's made to look so difficult, and it all comes down to the cooking time. Of course, it also comes down to the ingredients and the cooking time, because you can overcook it. So I have got a little trick up my sleeve as to how to prevent that. And the portion here would be ideal for 4 ramekins that you can serve equally. So now that I've portioned it, I'm going to place this in the freezer. Yes, you heard me right. For at least an hour or overnight. Once it freezes, what actually happens is when you place this in the oven, so you preheat your oven to 180 to 190 degrees, and it has to be preheated and hot. What it means is By the time it actually cooks through and everything, you are guaranteed to have that beautiful molten middle part of the chocolate fondant, as you can see. So I have cooked this for 10 minutes in the oven at 190 degrees. And now the pièce de résistance. So I've let it rest for about a minute, and I've tipped it over, tapped it a few times, and guess what? Because of us, buttering, using the butter and the cocoa powder for it, look how easy it was. That's it. So you're guaranteed that if you follow this process, that, it will come out just perfectly. This point is like the sink or swim sort of scenario. It's like, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Of course it's going to work. Now, you can be as creative as you wish in terms of what you add to this. And look at this beautiful melting goodness coming through. You can serve this with some creme fraiche, which is my personal favorite, yogurt as well, or any ice cream of your choosing. It's up to you, be indulgent. Now, before I went to the shops to get the ice cream, I found these Ghanaian artifacts that I bought my last visit to Ghana, and I'm just using it for some je ne sais quoi design B. So I placed it in the bowl, and I'm just using the cocoa powder, and I'm going to put the fondant, take that off. Look, this is just going to be beautiful. If you're having a dinner party, why not try to do something like this? It just adds that je ne sais quoi feeling to it. So this is the ice cream I'm talking about, the Halo ice cream. So a whole tub of caramel ice cream, yes, vanilla and caramel, is 320 calories. So that's like mwah. And this is the peanut butter one, which is a dairy-free one. And you can see exactly what happened here. This is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa. Me and Woody, now so you be no Woody. Then we all together. Come on, Kohana no warm, and come on, Kohana day. It's a movement. I'll leave a list of ingredients and measurements on my blog, fafagilbert.com, so do check it out. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudu by Fafa, so do pass by and say hi. Find more creative recipes on my other blog, ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. Until next time, take care of you. Be you, be nice, be beautiful. Do not change for anybody else. Just change for yourself and be a better version of yourself each day. Until next time, take care of you. Love you.